Today's main topic is dedicated to the 20th anniversary of the launch of the European spacecraft Mars Express, which has significantly exceeded its expected lifespan and is still operational. In the video, we will show you the discoveries it has brought us and how the European Space Agency celebrated the milestone of its launch. In other topics, we will discuss the launch of Starlink satellites and a static fire of the RS-25 rocket engine. Mars Express embarked on its journey into space on June 2, 2003, aboard a Soyuz FG rocket with the Fregat upper stage. The launch from the Baikonur Cosmodrome took place at 5:45 Universal Time. Mars Express arrived at Mars on December 25, 2003, and became the first European spacecraft to orbit not only Mars, but any planet other than Earth. Originally designed to operate for only 2 years, the spacecraft continues to function to this day. This is primarily due to its high-quality pre-flight preparation and testing. The longevity of the spacecraft's operation is also credited to its operators, who have successfully resolved several potentially critical issues over the years. Mars Express has orbited Mars over 24,000 times and has gathered a vast amount of data during that time, with the public being most interested in the stunning photos of the Martian surface. 8 scientific instruments on board have provided valuable information, which has been used in more than 1,800 scientific papers. Among its most significant discoveries are the detection of subsurface reservoirs of liquid water and water ice in the polar regions. To commemorate the 20th anniversary of the launch, the European Space Agency organized a highly unusual event. On June 2nd, exactly 20 years after the launch, they conducted the first ever live broadcast from Mars, which was streamed on YouTube. The footage was captured by the so-called Mars webcam, or VMC, installed on the Mars Express spacecraft, with the initial task of providing evidence of the successful separation of the Beagle 2 lander. After fulfilling this task, the camera was deactivated, and it was not until approximately 10 years later that scientists realized its potential for public engagement and outreach. Due to its appeal to the general public, the VMC camera earned the nickname Mars Webcam. Although its resolution and frame rate cannot be compared to today's webcams, it is still an extraordinary achievement considering the more than 20-year-old hardware. The signal traveled to Earth for over 16 minutes, and it took some time to decode. While not a true live broadcast in the strictest sense, it came as close as technically possible. Mars Express is expected to continue its operations until 2026, using only 200 grams of propellant each year, although its reserves are depleting. On May 4th, SpaceX launched its 4th batch of upgraded Starlink satellites. It is worth mentioning how the company managed to hit the right weather conditions. Originally, meteorologists predicted only a 15% chance of favorable conditions for the original launch date. However, a delay of 2 hours and 26 minutes completely turned the situation around. At the time of the launch, conditions had improved to the extent that meteorologists predicted a 90% chance of good weather. On June 1st, NASA conducted the 9th in a series of 12 certification tests, a static fire of the RS-25 rocket engine at the Stennis Space Center. The engine successfully operated for over 8 minutes, the same duration as it will during its use on the Space Launch System's core stage. The test aimed to verify its performance at 113% of the nominal thrust. the engine typically operates at a maximum of 111% of the nominal thrust, so engineers were interested in determining if there was sufficient margin available. Thank you for watching today's episode of Spaceflight News. If you have learned something new from today's video, we would appreciate it if you give us a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel.